This video is sponsored by OWC. This week, Apple finally released a new 2020 refresh of the 27-inch iMac, alongside a minor adjustment to the 21.5-inch iMac and the iMac Pro. And we did a full video about everything that you need to know with the latest iMac refresh, but for those of you who just want a quick rundown, this new update is not a silicon-based iMac or a redesign, but instead features a faster 10th generation Intel Core processor, next generation AMD graphics cards, configurable to 128 gigs of RAM, a higher resolution 1080p FaceTime camera, the T2 chip, a higher fidelity speaker system, there's a True Tone display, and an extra nano texture glass option to reduce reflections and glare. Early Geekbench scores for the entry-level model has the new iMac performing about 20% better in multi-core than the previous model from 2019. Although the lowest spec 27-inch 2020 iMac has an Intel Core i5 3.1 GHz processor, it seems to perform better than an equivalent Intel Core i5 processor from 2019. This is likely thanks to the new 10th generation Intel Core processors, which Apple says offers up to 65% faster CPU performance. For those of you who want more information about this new iMac, you can click the link in the top right corner. We also made a video this week going over the new Google Pixel 4a, which is Google's response to the successful $399 iPhone SE in 2020. The Pixel 4a does come in $50 cheaper at $349 and features only one option with 128 gigabytes of internal storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and a full edge-to-edge 5.8-inch display with a small cutout for the front-facing camera. While there are a few shortcomings for each device, and some things that the iPhone SE does better over the Pixel 4a, it's very hard to beat the price and camera quality that you get from the Pixel 4a. And so if you want to see more information about each of those devices going head to head and that camera comparison, be sure to click the card in the upper right corner to check out that full video. Speaking of Android competitors, Samsung announced its lineup of devices for the fall, featuring the new Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Plus. But the biggest thing that caught my attention during the event was the Galaxy Z Fold2, a follow-up to the unique but faulted Galaxy Fold from last year. The Galaxy Z Fold2 features a 7.6-inch screen that uses thin glass instead of plastic to protect the display. When folded, the front display measures in at 6.2 inches. It's equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, there's 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of internal storage, plus there's a new camera that uses a hole punch design instead of the notch, giving more real estate for the screen. I really love testing out and using the original Fold from last year, but with all of the durability issues at that time, I decided not to hold on to the fun but very expensive device. Now, when the Galaxy Z Flip came out earlier this year and I saw how well the hinges were redesigned for better durability, I had much more faith in foldable devices and was really excited to see this new hinge implemented into the Fold. Perhaps my only gripe with the original Fold from a design aspect, aside from the hinges, was the front display. It was tiny and just all around not very good or something that I wanted to use. This new edge-to-edge 6.2-inch display seems to be the perfect answer for those who don't always want to unfold and just want to use their phone normally, and then when they need to use that bigger, larger display, they have that available by simply unfolding. And so I cannot wait to test out our unit. Samsung also announced a few other devices like its Galaxy Buds Live with active noise cancellation for only $170, aiming to compete with the AirPods Pro. And so we'll have a video comparing those new earbuds to Apple's AirPods and AirPods Pro alongside a look at the new Note 20 Ultra. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those videos. At its Unpacked event, Samsung also announced that the company partnered with Xbox to exclusively launch its Project xCloud gaming service because, well, Microsoft doesn't really have a choice but to launch with Android OEMs at this moment due to Apple's App Store restrictions. Xbox Game Pass and its accompanying xCloud streaming feature offer access to hundreds of games that can be streamed to mobile devices, and Apple says that because it can't review each game available through Game Pass, it can't be allowed on the App Store. Project xCloud, which is a new arm of the Xbox Game Pass feature that lets users download games to PC or Xbox, will provide streaming access to more than 100 games for $15 a month, with games able to be played on smartphones and tablets. It's designed to be like Netflix for games. Microsoft has known that it would be difficult to launch streaming gaming service on iOS since beta testing began. When the test flight version of the app was released for iOS users, Microsoft said that the preview experience would look and feel different on iOS because of Apple's limitations. iPhone and iPad users testing the feature could only stream games from the cloud and not from an Xbox console, eliminating the pick up and play on any device option. For those who were excited about this, myself included, Microsoft said it does not have a path at this moment to bring its app to the iOS App Store. As far as Apple's new iPhone 12 lineup goes, we heard last week that the iPhone 12 will be delayed, and it was confirmed by Apple during the earnings call, was going to be delayed this year due to the global health crisis and restrictions on travel. But this week we heard rumors suggesting that the iPhone 12 lineup could be launching in 2 different stages, with the 6.1-inch models debuting first. But it's not clear if all iPhone models in the upcoming lineup will be available later than usual, or if some models will be later than usual, like the 6.1-inch going first and then the other premium models going later. But a new DigiTimes report today cites supply chain sources suggesting Apple could adopt a phased launch approach, and so just something to keep in mind for those of you who are keeping tabs on the new iPhone 12 lineup. In quick headlines, Apple's Phil Schiller is moving on to become an Apple Fellow, while Joswiak will take over as Apple's Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing. Schiller will continue to lead the App Store and Apple events, but will no longer be in charge of marketing. Apple is also exploring the use of flexible displays to make convex devices, according to a new Apple patent that was filed earlier this week. The convex device envisioned in the patent would be a front-face and rear-face display stretching seamlessly from one side to the other. For those worried about TikTok and its seemingly inevitable doom, good news. Instagram just launched Reels this week, which is TikTok but for Instagram, so there's that. And for those of you who really want to try macOS Big Sur and just cannot wait until the official release coming later this fall, Apple has officially released its public beta program for this new operating system. And so feel free to check out the article in the description down below for more information on how to install the public beta. And that's it. These are our top stories of the week, and I would love to know your thoughts on everything that we just talked about, or if there's something that we missed, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below, letting us know your thoughts on some of the things you've heard in the Apple news and technology news world this week. Before we end today's video, I want to give you more information about today's sponsor, OWC. OWC offers a wide range of products for your Mac, like internal hard drives or SSDs, memory, Thunderbolt 3 docks, and much more. Speaking of docks, OWC has started shipping its new Thunderbolt 3 mini dock for those who need those extra ports, but in a much more portable form factor. The Thunderbolt 3 mini offers users 2 HDMI ports that provide support for 2 displays at 4K 60Hz without impacting performance. There's also 2 USB-A ports with a single 3.0 and 2.0 option available, and an Ethernet port. The Thunderbolt 3 mini dock also has an integrated Thunderbolt 3 cable, so you have one less thing to worry about tossing in your bag when you're on the go. I highly recommend checking this out by clicking the link in the description down below for more information on this new dock or any information on OWC. Go ahead and visit that link in the description. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.